Welcome. Message from the streets. Today's topic, an interesting topic, and I'm going to go right on into it. My slogan for 2024 from the very beginning of the year was anybody besides Biden or Trump. One down, one to go. And the Trump position, it amazes me how intelligent Americans can, be so gullible and become so blinded to the behavior of this individual that they want to be the president. It's saddening and it's sickening. It shows that there's a psychological dis-ease amongst the people. For example, yesterday I'm scrolling to TikTok, YouTube, and I see this elderly woman, not just a grandmother. A grandmother, could be these days from 40 to 50 plus years old. But this lady was in her 70s and was saying that, that the election was stolen, and if Trump don't win, that there's going to be a civil war. And she said that she was a Christian. And I'm just thinking to myself, how does this even make sense? And the only way that it does make sense is that there's a similar frequency or mindset that was going on in the Jim Jones era, David Koresh, and any other so-called cult leader. These people are willing to die for Donald Trump. They worship Donald Trump. And some of them will tell you out of their face that they don't. But their behavior is what we're going to look at and examine. This man sits up here and gaslight, use fear-mongering techniques. He uses assassination of other people's character as his thriving point on this platform. There's no person that he doesn't go in opposition with. He going to what we called, when I was in school, a joning contest or event. He started slandering. And at first it was funny, but now people saying, what about policy? He's still not talking about policy. His main anger is fear-mongering, bullying, threatening. He's practically threatening the American people. If he don't become the president, this bad thing gonna happen, this bad thing gonna happen, and this bad thing gonna happen. So he's telling y'all that he's God indirectly because he has certain control over the events that's gonna transpire in your life, his life, and in the whole world. Straight lies. This is why I can't rock with him. I'm a conservative in the way that I think. Yet I refuse to support a person with a character as such, or even a party. I seen what they did to Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney was the most honest person that I ever seen in the Republican Party in this day and time. She was ostracized because she went against the cult leader, the chief clown of the circus. Republicans, y'all better get y'all minds together, because this party may become a byword like the Whig Party became, because y'all let one man come in and terrorize it, turn it upside down. I ain't gonna lie, growing up, the word Republican was kind of like something that, people in my community stayed away from, because we associate the Republican Party with racism. And it's still racism prevalent in the Republican Party. I mean, up front, the old Dixiecrats are the Republicans of the day, and some people would try to, argue that, but they lie. Just like these lying individuals that pose as friends to the people that continuously try to be attached to formal ways and saying, we don't want to give, everybody looking for a handout. And these same people, most of them, melon recessive, talking that talk where most Americans got what they got from government handouts. The land out Nebraska, Oklahoma, Wyoming, all of that land, the government gave that to y'all. Told y'all to go out there and cultivate it, and y'all can have it, and gave you money and gave you grants and all that. So don't be talking to me about that stuff, man. You talk to the ignorant people that don't have no information and try to downgrade people that need assistance, that were put in conditions that the government collaborated in collusion to put them in those conditions. Experiments, projects. What is the project where most melanated people live in former times? It was an experiment going on, and y'all try to act like y'all ain't see it. Y'all try to act like the way of life that you grew up with, or the things that you had accessibility to, wasn't in more, desirable than the things that so-called blacks had, access to. If you was born in the 60s, the 50s, even the 70s, you know that there was two different worlds, at least, between so-called blacks and so-called whites. It dealt with the police. It dealt with, the area that you live at, the education. Yeah, some people, made it and slipped through the cracks and whatever, or, had a pathway was made for them, but the majority of blacks was suppressed systematically. And that suppression was by the Dixiecrats or the Democrats of the old day, but today that suppression is by the Republican Party. So don't even be telling me that, man. Once again, anybody but Trump or Biden. One down, one to go. Mr. Biden, I hope you have a peaceful relaxation from politics. And Trump, I hope you have a peaceful relaxation for the politics and get your mind and get your life together. Get out of your head. You're not God. You're not Jesus. You're not the Messiah. You're not the Savior. And if you think you're those things, you're telling most people that know what they know that you're the devil, or you're an agent of the devil. Pride, arrogance, Gnosticism, self-righteousness, unapologetic. Sound like the devil to me. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, don't believe nothing I say. Do your own homework. Come to your own conclusion. Think for yourself. I think for myself. And that's why I come to the conclusion that I came to. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm a person that's for truth until the casket drop. And I will never be a Democrat. And I will never be a Republican. The way these parties are operating right now today, they are gang affiliated, associated, and demonstrate in that type of activities. I've been in gangs in my life. See what I'm saying? Ever since I was youth, up into my 30s. Y'all better do better. Get your life together. Stop drinking that juice. Trump juice, Biden Harris juice, government juice, juice. One.